At the beginning of the story, we see a house on top of a mountain in the middle of the forest, where a man named William lives alone. William has been living in this desolate forest for several months for his research, but one day he is bitten by a snake, which makes him afraid that the poison may spread into his body. In the same panic, his phone also falls down the mountain. That is, now he cannot call anyone for help. So he tries to remove the poison by biting his own hand and quickly comes home and drinks a lot of water. After some time, William faints. When he regains consciousness, he starts having repeated hallucinations because some of the snake's poison still remains. He lies like this for a day or two. One day, he hears the sound of a helicopter outside, and some scientists have come to his door to take him away. Perhaps there is an emergency in the outside world, but inside, William cannot make a sound, and the scientists leave thinking that there is no one inside. After a few days, the remaining traces of the poison finally leave William's body, and he starts to feel healthy. Although there may still be some poison left in his body. Still, he starts his car and heads back towards the city. But when he reaches the city, he is completely surprised. He sees that the city has completely changed. Not a single person is alive on any of the roads. The world's goods were scattered. It seems that a huge accident has happened here, but the scary thing was that thousands of vehicles were parked on the roads, and all the people inside these vehicles were dead. Only then does he see a road sign. Actually, a few days ago, a very terrible virus had spread all over the world, which had infected and killed almost all the people on Earth due to its rapid spread. Therefore, there was no government, no laws or regulations. Well, William reaches his home and sees that his parents have also died a few days ago. William accepts the reality for a while. Then he digs a grave for his parents near his home. A few days pass, and William realizes that there is no one else alive in the city except him. But he hoped that there would be some people alive somewhere who would have been immune to this virus. For safety, William takes a gun and some supplies with him and sets out towards Las Vegas. The bridge that was the means of entering and leaving the city on the way was also blocked. Therefore, William has to travel a very long journey and reach Las Vegas by another route. But this city was also empty. There was no one here. The big hotels and casinos were completely deserted. Finally, William got tired and started living in a famous hotel. Now, because everything was free for him here, he started drinking expensive wine. But the next night, two survivors, Milton and Anne, who were not infected with the virus like William, come to him. They tell him that for the past few days, they have also been living in expensive hotels. Milton shows him the last TV broadcast, in which it was told that scientists have not been able to make any antidote for this new virus. After this, civil wars began in different countries. People started killing each other for medicine, and within a few days, all the people in the world either died from the virus or were in a bloodbath. At the same time, William finds out that Milton and Anne are seeing a living person for the first time since the virus came. That is, the number of people alive on Earth is very small. He also knows that Milton and Anne's mental state has deteriorated due to being alone for so many days. Anne reveals here that she saw her husband and children dying on a video call, due to which her hope of living has ended. Now, William starts living with them in the same expensive hotel for a few days. Despite having so many expensive and branded clothes lying around, William no longer feels good. It seems as if the value of the brand has also disappeared along with the people. Milton tells that he was a big businessman. He had earned a lot, but now he neither has his fame nor his family. Milton keeps a gun with him so that the three of them can end their lives with its help. Hearing this, William panics and comes out because he still wanted to live. Then he hears the sound of a gunshot from behind. That is, Milton and Anne had ended themselves, and thus William is left completely alone again. William feels that now he's the only person left in the whole world. He drives the car very fast and leaves the city. On the way, he sees a dog, which he takes as his companion and names it Lucky. After that, he goes to the library and gets some survival books and returns to his old house, where he now lives with Lucky. Whatever food was left in the nearby stores, they could last for a long time, and they could also farm and eat later. As time goes by, a year passes. William and Lucky develop a good bond, but without humans, William starts to get very bored. Sometimes he jogs to pass the time, sometimes he goes swimming. At one time, he keeps driving his car around the same place. But one day, this boring life of his changes when Lucky looks at a house in the distance and starts barking loudly. William sees that smoke is coming out of this house. He immediately takes the car and reaches that place. On the roof there, a girl with a gun scares him. This girl's name was Emma. She was also a survivor. William tells her everything about himself, which makes Emma believe that she is not in any danger from William. Their conversation reveals that both of them have not seen a living person for a year. He tells Emma everything that happened to William, and Emma also shares her survival story, that she came here yesterday and it seemed to her that there was no living person in this area. After talking for a while, William starts to leave her, but Emma says, "Hey, stay here tonight. It's been a while since you found a living person." William also agrees. Then, William brings Emma to his house. Due to living alone, he had not taken proper care of the house. Everything was turned upside down. So, the two of them start repairing the house together. There was a food shop nearby, so they go there and bring food and drink. Suddenly, this meeting awakens the hope of living again in both of them. Now they sleep together, wake up together, and do different daily tasks. They make their own hobbies so that they don't get bored. In addition, they knew that if they're the last couple on Earth, then the responsibility of increasing the population will also be on them. Meanwhile, due to the extinction of humans, feral animals have now started coming to the city. Over time, William installs solar panels on his house so that their house becomes completely ready. A few days later, Emma becomes pregnant. She was very happy, but William was worried. He was wondering whether it would be okay to bring a child in this post-apocalyptic world or not. How will the delivery be done from above? This was also a big worry. That is why William goes to the library and starts reading books related to baby delivery. Over time, his house becomes safe in every way. Solar panels were installed in the house, so now they could store food in the refrigerator. At the same time, they started raising several chickens and some cows, from which they started getting eggs and milk. They had a large, lush garden. After the disappearance of humans, the air had also become clean and pure. But over time, they had to face a big problem. Actually, the number of rats in their area was increasing continuously, and now they were coming towards their house. So they start burning the garbage around the house so that the rats do not come near. But when this idea does not work, they seal their entire house. One night, Emma says that they will soon find some solution to the rats, and for now, they are happy about their upcoming baby. In the next few weeks, William brings some cats from far and wide, which starts reducing the number of rats in their town. And finally, the day comes when Emma is delivered. Both of them had prepared a lot for this day, so with William's help, a healthy baby girl is finally born. After that, they go to the city and paint their address, so that if any other survivors ever come to the city, they can see the address and reach William's house. Time passes by. 6 years pass. One day, when William is returning home by car, his car has an accident with a lion on the way. When William is watching the lion carefully, he suddenly sees a little girl who starts running away in fear after seeing William. William catches her and tells her to go home with him, but the girl was very scared, so William gives her an apple. Seeing the apple, the girl is convinced that he will not harm her. Then the girl gets into William's car and comes to his house. There, it is found that William now has 2 children. 2 years after the birth of their eldest daughter, here, they have a son named Alex, and Emma is now pregnant with their 3rd child. Perhaps these 2 people are now going to increase the population of the entire world. Well, the good news is that 2 survivors reached them because of their address written in the city. But the little girl was still scared. That is why she does not get down from the truck. No one forces her. That day, the girl stays in the truck all night. In the morning, when Marina goes to give her food, the girl tries to attack her. Then Marina tells her story of how she and George were searching for living people here and there, and finally they found William's written address. In the midst of talking, Marina brings her inside the house and sends her to take a bath. After that, Marina takes out some strange drawings from the girl's bag. Along with this, a letter is also found there, on which the girl's name is Abby. Marina shows the letter to everyone and tells everyone that this letter was written by Abby's mother. It was written that if anyone finds Abby, they should take care of her, because when the virus spread, Abby's father physically harassed her, due to which she was deeply affected, and she gets scared when she sees anyone. And one day, Abby's mother kills her father and tells Abby to run away to a safe place. Now, the 5 of them include Abby in their group. Soon, Emma gives birth to her 3rd child, who is named Sam. Now, their family becomes bigger. For the next year, they all live happily together. But one day, they get a signal of someone coming. They send all the children inside the house, and the adults go to see who it is with weapons. Then they see that this is another survival group that has arrived here after seeing Emma's address written in the city. This group includes Molly, Jane, Ezra, and her son, Rife. William takes them to his house. Molly says that in 8 years, she has only seen 4 living people. They had no place to live. They were wandering around. Then Emma says that this is their home now. There is no shortage of anything here, and they can all build a new society together. Molly was a doctor in this group. That is, if a member is injured, they are lucky to have a doctor. The next day, William explains the rules to the new members, that now the number of humans in the city and the forest is very small. That is why wild animals often roam around. That is why whenever they go to the city to get supplies, there must be someone with them, armed and accompanied. After that, everyone goes to the end of the city to get different things. There was a hospital nearby, and Molly, being a doctor, collects many medicines from there. Then they return home with all the necessary supplies. Here, the new member, Jane, is a singer, so she sings a song for everyone. She is also the mother of Ezra's child. Meanwhile, George and Marina come close to each other after many years. In the coming months, both Jane and Marina give birth to a daughter each, and in this way, 14 years slowly pass. Now their family has grown very big. Today, they are celebrating the birthday of their eldest daughter here. Here, William teaches all the children in his group so that they know everything about the old world, that in the past, many people lived on Earth. How did they behave? What did they do? And how should they live in the future? He keeps explaining all these things to the children. One day, a terrible storm comes. Then William remembers that his dog Lucky is not inside the house. William quickly goes outside to look for him and sees that the calf Lucky has died under a tree. Seeing this, both William and Emma are very broken, because when William had given up hope of living, he found Lucky. That is, Lucky was with him before Emma. They build a grave for Lucky in their garden and make him the first member of their group. One day, while William is watching his children playing, a lion enters their garden. William immediately runs to the lion to save his children. By the time someone comes to save him, the lion has badly injured him and runs away. Everyone tries to save William. He has lost a lot of blood. But luckily, they have a doctor and medicine with them, so William's life is saved. Meanwhile, Emma finds the lion with her gun and kills it so that the lion cannot harm anyone in the future. A few weeks later, William starts working again. Now 17 years have passed, and all the children have grown up. William was teaching his sons Alex and Sam all the tricks of survival. Meanwhile, Ezra's eldest son, Riff, starts liking William's daughter, Hare. They always stay together. Now he tells his family that he has decided to go out into the world alone. Everyone knew that the responsibility of increasing the population was on him, so no one has any objection to it. Then he gives both of them weapons, food, and water and sends them off. After a few days, they start to run out of water. Going to a nearby dump, they find that all the water around is drying up. In fact, the weather process had completely changed due to the sudden disappearance of humans, which did not rain for several months. That is, now the group had a big problem in front of them: lack of water. Only then they see that a car is coming towards them. This means that some other survivors are still alive. They quickly reach home and give this information to everyone and say that these people can be a threat to us and can also occupy our house. Actually, it was Charles from this group who says that they have come here to get oil. Actually, they have a drill machine with which they can drill into the ground and install a hand pump for William so that they can get water. But in return, Charlie wants petrol from William so that they can go to areas 500 miles away. Now, since William's group was short of water, they accept this offer. Anyway, what will they do with so much petrol? Listening to William, Charlie's group starts drilling at some place. Since this process will take several days to complete, Charlie's group will stay in their van. But over time, William notices that Charlie is not a good person. His words reveal that he once killed several survivors for some resources. After knowing all this, William tells his group alone to be careful of Charlie and also ensure the security of their house. Emma says that they will leave after finishing the drill anyway, so there is no need to worry much. Well, the drilling continues for the next 2 days. And finally, after 4 days, they are able to extract water from below. Everyone is very happy about this. William says that now their deal is complete, and they can take all of Charlie's petrol and leave from here. At night, everyone celebrates together, although William was tense because he felt that Charlie was a dangerous person and would not go so easily. Everyone falls asleep at night. Then William hears someone screaming from outside. He goes out and sees Charlie coming out of a room, and his friend Silas is guarding it so that if anyone comes, he can immediately signal him. William quickly goes to the room where Abby is crying. Charlie had forced himself on her. William immediately tells his group. Now, the other members say that Charlie's group has many weapons, and they had also heard him say that he is not going to leave here anymore. Then William says that he will have to kill him. Otherwise, I can't see the people of my group being harassed like this. Today he did it to Abby. Tomorrow he will do it to someone else. The rest of the people agree with him, but at the same time discuss that anyway, there are very few human children in the world now. Therefore, it is not right to kill anyone. But William explains that if they don't stop Charlie, their family won't be safe. Finally, everyone agrees that if Charlie is killed, the rest of his group probably won't do anything. According to the plan, they surround Charlie at night. Charlie's group doesn't even know, and William kills Charlie outright. Although William feels very bad because this is the first time he has taken someone's life, but he did it for the security of his group. The next morning, William's group tells Charlie's group not to think about revenge. They can stay if they want, but they have to work together with everyone else. And if they want to leave, they can leave now for good. Most of Charlie's group decides to stay, but Charlie's best friend Silas is very angry. He hates William because, in his opinion, they killed his friend Charlie in a surprise attack. He is afraid that he will attack someone again. Charlie's friends tell him that they already knew that Charlie was a bad person. He took advantage of being the leader. He also did the same to the women in his own group, so now they are glad that he is dead. Silas was the only one who was sad about Charlie's death, so William kicks him out of the group. After a while, Silas tries to return because his entire group was left here, and how could he survive alone outside? But William does not let him in because Silas used to support Charlie in his wrongdoings. As a punishment, he is expelled from there forever. Time goes on, and now 20 years have passed. The entire Earth has completely changed without humans. All the children in William's group start working together to build a plane. William's son says that in some time, they will perfect this plane so that they can easily get down from the mountain. But after some time, it is seen that the members of his group start falling ill one by one. Soon they realize that more than half of the people have been infected with the virus again, and they are showing the same symptoms as they had 20 years ago. Dr. Molly says that although they were immune to the previous virus, over time, that virus has evolved. Although the effect of this new virus is not so powerful, and they will soon find some cure for it, the members who were still healthy start taking care of the sick. Here, William's son Sam's condition was the worst, which put everyone in a lot of tension. In the meantime, one day, suddenly, his daughter Heather returns home alone, who had gone out with Rife. Heather keeps telling stories of her journey. She says that she took a car and traveled inside the city and far away. They were searching for living people by going to new places every day, but they did not find anyone in every house and city. They were trying to find a living person, but one day, when they were camping on a mountain, they saw a man. They started chasing him, but by then, the man had left. After some time, the same man comes from behind and puts a knife on Rife, and we find out that it was none other than Silas, Charlie's best friend whom William had thrown out earlier. In revenge, Silas kills Rife, and Heather also helps him. Heather reaches Rife, but by then it was too late. Due to the lack of immediate treatment, Rife dies there. He's buried next to the arrow. After this, Heather returns home. Due to the fact that the car runs out of fuel on the way, he has to walk the rest of the way. From here, Heather finds out that most of his group members have been infected with this same virus again, although this variant is not as powerful as before. Dr. Molly immerses Sam in cold water to reduce his fever. After some time, everyone recovers after taking the medicine given by Dr. Molly, but this medicine does not affect Sam. Sam speaks to his parents for the last time and leaves the world. After all these events, William completely breaks down. Apart from Sam, 3 other members of his group have also died. Emma explains to William that even when we had nothing, we were the only ones together. Today, we have a whole group, and we are the ones who are going to increase the population of the future world. Now William does not lose heart and starts preparing the children of the group for the future. One day, he goes to the top of the mountain and sees the sunrise and realizes how much the world has changed in 20 years. He returns and gives a speech to the children that they have been following the wrong path until now. They wanted to be like the old world, but now the world is not the same. Therefore, from now on, they will have to learn to live according to nature. Nature will teach them how to live in this new world and new weather. After that, they turn on the radio again so that they can communicate with each other. They create a new society. They hold social events so that the children can understand that man is a social being. They renovate the surrounding cities on their own terms. Gradually, 50 years pass in this new world. Old William tells his grandson that this new human civilization has come from his generation, and now it is his responsibility to carry it forward. And this is where the movie ends.